we would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better.
And AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Number one seed gets home for Game 7. It's what they fought for all season long, get Game 7 at home. They did it against the 8th seed. They were able to get through the 8th seed. They did it against the 4th seed, and they got blued out of their own build. Holy smokes, Cleveland. 125, Detroit. 94. Cavs move on. They get the Knicks next. Pistons have some splaining to do. You got to acquaint yourself with Aaron Rye. That's right, Aaron Rye. Phillies are on a roll since Don Mattingly took over. Aaron Rodgers is back for a mere $22 million. UNM women win a track championship. Lobo Golf gets set to go today. Chupacabras play today. United over the weekend. What do we have to do today? Lots and lots and lots. It's the opening drive on a Monday morning. Thank you for finding us on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. How you living?
What it do?
Yeah, all right.
All right.
How's the weekend?
Solid.
Yeah. Yep. Couch time, family time. What you do?
Work and then family time.
Work at softball, state softball.
That was so much fun, man. I enjoy getting a chance to do any high school sports, but especially state tournament. And congratulations to 5A state champs, Mayfield Trojans.
How about Mayfield? First time, right?
First time ever.
Yeah. Oh.
And finished the season with 98 home runs to his team. The Mashers.
It's at high school, and then when they get to Little Field and hit one out of the yard, it just feels different, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, that's really cool. It Goddard won state baseball, Volcano Vista won state baseball, and we watched some dynasties. Academy sweeps the 4A track, boys and girls. Cleveland wins again. Just really, really, really cool stuff over the weekend. Jonna Raymer won. Anna Hastings won. Grace Aaron Lee was terrific. Just names I'm just pulling out without pulling up that list right now. But great weekend for a high school culmination, really, of high school sports season. Now we're going to get into Lobo baseball going into the Mountain West tournament this week. Lobo Golf today, playing in the NCAA tournament. We'll talk with Todd Brown. That's the guest list. 8:30 this morning, Lobo baseball coach is going to be with us as they get set now to get started, JJ, in the Mountain West Conference tournament. And we'll watch. I'll get you updates as we go on the Mountain West Golf that goes on all day today. But I just it's that time of year now where championships and just the variety of stuff that's going on. New Mexico will play Nevada in the first round of the Mountain West Conference Baseball Championships. That will be on, I believe, Thursday. When's the 21st? 18, 19, 20, Thursday. So where are they doing this? Do you know? I should know this. But they'll play Nevada. The winner will move on to play the second seed Washington State.
In Mesa, Arizona.
And they're going to go to Mesa. Yeah. The 1 seed is San Diego State. The 2 seed is Washington State. The 3 seed is Air Force. The 4 seed is Nevada. The 5 seed is New Mexico. And the 6 seed is UNLV. Same format as the ladies. You got to win the first game. It is a elimination game. And if you win, then you get into the double elimination bracket. By the way, on the softball, did you see Grand Canyon? Yes. Grand Canyon balled. They beat Louisville. We got that email the other day. Okay, congratulations. Thanks for coming. You go get your ass kicked. Not really. In fact, they lost to Nebraska 1-0 yesterday in the regional final with the opportunity to go to the super regional. And that's a team that New Mexico damn near had beat twice. Twice. Right? The first game they were up 4 runs going into the last inning, and then they played them in the comeback around game, and what was it, like 11-9, and they had them in that game too.
And then in the final game for Grand Canyon, they were almost run ruled by Nevada.
And came back.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
And then they get to the NCAA tournament. They're like, oh yeah, we're pretty good.
Yeah, it's something. All right, you're already in on the. I know you got the numbers. Steve from Michigan is already in because his Pistons just got whooped. 505-246-0610. That's the Sports Animals phone line. It is also the Sports Animal Maniquí San Pedro text line. Maniquí San Pedro is car care done right. 505-246-0610. Emails. Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com, JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. On the X, it's _JJ Buck, and on the Facebook, the OD and the AM. You can watch the show there. Adrian is producing on television. We are on Xfinity Channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico, on our Facebook page and on the YouTube channel for ProView Networks. 125-94. Cavaliers beat the Pistons. Donovan Mitchell, Spidey. He gave his little Spidey little flashes. They went in there and embarrassed the Pistons. Steve from Michigan, as a Pistons fan, that was embarrassing butt-whooping last night. J.B. Bickerstaff, the head coach of the Pistons, said, we didn't fall short of anything. This was a successful season. And if you want to take the big picture and look at where they were 2 years ago when he got there and they were a 14-win team and now they were a 1 seed, yeah, man, it was impressive. It was an impressive season. But as the 1 seed, your expectations change. We've talked about this with Lobo football all the time, right? There, it is possible, and I think it's quite common, to be honest, that expectations change throughout a season. You go into a season, and sometimes you don't know what you have, and expectations alter. Lobo football, as they started winning and winning and winning, the expectations changed from, damn, we just want to go to a bowl game to, we want to win the conference, right? The Detroit Pistons, they went through the season and they became the number 1 seed, and then they lose Cade Cunningham and they still hold on to the 1 seed. I got to believe the expectations were a whole lot loftier than losing in the second round in Game 7 at home by 31 points. It had to be at least the conference finals, didn't it?
If you're JB Bickerstaff, you got to be real in the moment. As Cade Cunningham said, the game sucked.
Yeah.
It was disappointing. You can be proud of your team being the number 1 seed, but acknowledge that you fell short in Game 7 at home as the number 1 seed. That is disappointing. Because we talk about steps in the NBA, but sometimes you don't know if you're going to be the team that gets a chance to take that next step. You have a Game 7 at home. You've battled. Now, this is a Pistons team that I felt had warts all along, but they were able to overcome that, just playing hard, the effort, getting the style of play. But I can understand the frustration because the way that they played, they could not do that against Cleveland Cavaliers because they're just not calling that series similar to that. Is that why they lost? No, I still think they lack a true secondary scorer at times, and you see that with the offense, but their identity was taken away a little bit in the series.
They lost by 31 points. They got just pantsed at home. And by the way, that's their MO over the last couple of years in the playoffs. They lose at home. You want to go, how do they lose the series? Go to game 5, where they were up by 9 in the last 2 minutes. That's the one that's going to stick in your throat for a long, long time. That's the one that's going to be hard to get out, where you gave that freaking game away. Then they go back to Cleveland and they win game 6. You're like, wow, okay. All right, that shows something, right? Could have laid down there. And then Cleveland brings 25 busloads of fans, by the way. You see that? 25
Impressive.
busloads of fans. And they take over Little Caesars Arena and win 25-94. I will give the Pistons a whole lot of love for the season they had. They were the 1 seed in the East. Well, Jeff, the East was down, and the Celtics took a gap year, and whatever. The Knicks are the best team of basketball right now, in some respects. I mean, them and the Thunder. The Knicks are, how about this? The Knicks are playing the best right now. Is that fair?
It's a worthy debate.
Playing the best. We'll find out here in a few weeks who the best team is when they get the Thunder. But they got the Knicks and the Celtics, the Cavs. I mean, was it the strongest East ever? No, it wasn't. But they were the 1 seed. And they did it in large part down the stretch without their best player. Guy who was an MVP candidate who got hurt, who was out, who had a collapsed lung. That dude came back. Yeah, this is a disappointment. I'm with all due respect. Cade Cunningham, quote, that game sucked. Being back home, definitely we want to get this win for the fans. Reminded me of last year losing on home court. Not a great feeling. I hadn't been thinking about the offseason, so my mind's been racing, trying to figure out what I got to do and what it's going to look like. That's really it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. As opposed to, I don't like the tone of your question. When a reporter asked, it ended short of expectations. It short of nothing. Short of nothing. When I got here, he said we were a 14-win team. And big picture, that's right, too. Two things can be true. But, man, perspective is what perspective is. All right. We're gonna get there. What's next? Now you got your conference final set. When do we actually play the next round? When do I see the Knicks again? It feels like I forgot about them. Do I go Monday? Monday. Is that today? Spurs Thunder's today. And then tomorrow, Cavs Knicks. All right. The Spurs Thunder should be really good, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And didn't the Spurs take 3 or 4 out of them, from them in the season? Spurs handled them, right?
Yeah, I think, especially with what we're seeing with how that backcourt came together at the end of that series, what they did on Friday night in San Antonio plus Wemby, we should be in for a spectacular Western Conference.
Yeah, that one should be good. The Knicks may win in 4 or 5 over Cleveland. I'll give you this, though. I was really impressed with the way Cleveland played defense yesterday. Now, can they shut down the Knicks? Knicks are just rolling right now. But I like Donovan Mitchell. And if James Harden comes to play and Jared Allen in the middle, I mean, I think they got a puncher's chance to win a few games.
So Detroit handled the Knicks in the regular season, but I feel like Cleveland's a better matchup in the playoffs.
Okay, why?
What you just said.
Okay.
You can throw Jared Allen and Evan Mobley at Karl-Anthony Towns. OG should play, but he's still a question mark for them with the hamstring injury. And then, Brunson's not slowing anyone down, so you can have Brunson and Mitchell pretty much in a shootout in the backcourt. Here we go.
Yeah. All right, get in on that. You can get in on the PGA Championship. Aaron Rai, R-A-I, was so much better than everybody else. On a golf course that your buddy Ben told you was going to be 20 under, one guy was better than 6 under. Or was it 7? It was second place. It really doesn't matter because it was second place. 6. One guy was better. It was a great golf tournament if it wasn't for Aaron Rai, who ran away and hid on the back 9 yesterday, and he was spectacular. That's how majors are won. Go out, make shots, and more so, don't make mistakes. But that 63-footer that he rolled in on 17, I'm sorry, 68-footer. I don't want to cut the man short. 68-footer. Did you watch that putt on 18? Did you watch it track the whole way and just go in the jaws? That's how you win championships. And he did it. I want to get into Aaron Rye as well. We'll get into Aaron Rodgers because, well, I mean, how else can you have a sports talk show these days without talking about Aaron Rodgers? But we'll talk about A-Rye and then A-Raj at 505-246-0610. Todd Brown's going to be with us, the Global Baseball coach, coming up at 8:30. It's the opening drive, 505-246-0610. Drove by John Thomas's place over the weekend. John Thomas Jewelers has a brand new, beautiful showroom up in the Northeast Heights. It's on Montgomery, 10501 Montgomery Northeast. It's between Dion's and El Patron. You know John Thomas Jewelers. 5-time best jeweler in Albuquerque, the 3-time fastest growing jewelry store in New Mexico, and the only IJO master jeweler in the city. But now they've built something that is just beyond spectacular. A brand new 4,000 square foot state-of-the-art showroom. It's got a dedicated bridal bar, a private diamond viewing area, and this glass enclosed design lab where you watch your ring come to life from concept to custom creation. It all happens right before your eyes. It's really jewelry the way it should be. It's transparent, it's innovative, and it's yours. And that's what jewelry is. It's yours. John Thomas Jeweler is the only jeweler in Albuquerque offering a free, lifetime, nationwide warranty, and they're the exclusive home of the No Regrets engagement ring. What is the No Regrets engagement ring? Any ring you design at John Thomas Jeweler, if she doesn't absolutely love it, you bring it back and they'll redesign it at no additional charge. You have a year to do that. Confidence. You don't know for sure she's going to love the ring. You're pretty sure she loves you. But the No Regrets engagement ring ensures she gets what she wants. Visit them. Stunning new showroom. Second floor, 10501 Montgomery Northeast. That's 10501 Montgomery Northeast. It's John Thomas Jeweler, where Albuquerque gets engaged.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Jason Garcia, local Albuquerque native, Sandia High School grad, and UNM economics grad in 2004. I'm the CEO and founder of the Ascent Academy. We are a leadership academy based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. We work with young student athletes, sophomores, juniors, and seniors on your leadership capabilities and growth. Do you want to be a captain of your high school varsity team? Are you looking to get into college or even work in a trade or profession after high school, but you want to get into leadership? That's exactly what the Ascent Academy does. We work on student athletes to help you improve your leadership game.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Those moments, and it won't be this because he's Aaron Ryan, not Tiger Woods. This wasn't a in-your-life moment, but it was one of those damn putts, man, that will sit in the lower PGA Championship for a long, long time when they were of this particular tournament and of major. A dude calmly rolls in a 68-footer on the 17th, and then just kind of gives it a little small fist pump off the side. I thought it was spectacular. Didn't even know what his voice sounded like. Didn't know what to expect. Sure saw a lot of shots of him and his wife walking around because they had about an hour to go because there were 4 or 5 groups out on the course. But I thought it was a fun watch.
It will be an exclamation point on Rye's career, something that the PGA Championship shows for a long time in any montage of that tournament, what he was able to do on a tough course that got to a lot of guys, that got under the skin of certain golfers.
Yes.
Usually don't expect that from a PGA Championship. And he got a true, just major feel of the grind that was going to be. He had some fantastic shots. Yeah, the putt was awesome, but what he was doing on the drives, the way he was hitting the green, eagle opportunities, just a crazy Sunday.
Yeah, it was something. So for Aaron Rye to win, by the way, did you see what his payday was? $3.69 million. Second place, John Rahm and Alex Smalley split the two. They split second and third, so they got $1.8 million each.
Tip of the cap to John Rahm.
Yeah, he played after 4 over. Him and Rory, right? They're both 4 over after the first day, and really came back and played well. And look, there were a lot of names at the top. I'll give it to the golf course, and I'll give it to the PGA of America. You know, all these guys bitching and moaning. We're talking about it out as we played yesterday. Listen to these guys complain about the golf course being too hard. It is a borderline joke, with all due respect. Like, for us to go out and play on a weekend and say, damn, look where those pins are, right, for amateurs. Yeah, sometimes it sucks, and you're like, why? He puts it right on that slope. It's impossible. Like, there's pin placements that are hard. Isn't the majors, like the U.S. Open, is supposed to be the toughest challenge in golf? Isn't the PGA supposed to challenge you? Isn't that what it's all about?
They definitely wanted to this year.
And they did.
Yeah.
The rough is supposed to be penal. The greens are supposed to be hard. How many 10-footers in did Scotty Scheffler miss on Saturday? All of them? Like I missed a 4-footer yesterday. Pissed me off. It was a birdie putt. I'm like, yeah, well, Scotty missed them all yesterday like that, right? I mean, that was just watching him. They're supposed to be like that. How about Scotty finishing outside the top 10 for the first time? He finished 14th. Only made $364,000. That's all he made. You make the cut, you make $23,900. The guy who finished 82nd made the cut. That was Brian Campbell. Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it was the best PGA Championship ever. I will not tell you. But I thought it was a good watch. It was a major, and it was some different names. And I enjoyed it, man. I absolutely enjoyed it. It's the first time European golfers have won the first 2 majors of the season, by the way. You found this one. You looked up the Elias Sports Bureau. First time ever. Rory won the Masters. Of course, he from Northern Ireland. And now Aaron Rye wins, and he is British. Indian descent. His dad immigrated from India to England. His mother was from, where did it say they were? I want to say a Scandinavian country, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, pretty cool stuff as we get through it. I'll get you updates, too, as it's not started yet. The NCAA will go Bryan, Texas, where the Lobos are today, and we'll get there. All right, when we get back, I guess we got to talk about the other AR, the other A-Raj. Aaron Rodgers, $22 million. I mean, really? They were at an ice cream store and having ice cream with his buddies. I hope he bought. The opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Raquel here with JPR. Our construction supplies.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
I'm Jason Garcia, local Albuquerque native, Sandia High School grad, and UNM economics grad in 2004. I'm the CEO and founder of the Ascent Academy. We are a leadership academy based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. We work with young student athletes, sophomores, juniors, and seniors on your leadership capabilities and growth. Do you want to be a captain of your high school varsity team? Are you looking to get into college or even work in a trade or profession after high school, but you want to get into leadership? That's exactly what the Ascent Academy does. We work on student athletes to help you improve your leadership game.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Just underway in Bryan, Texas, the NCAA regional. Again, a couple days to get right. Top 5 will move on. Lobos just teed off their first group teed off. It was Thayer Plu, who was by the way, just over the weekend named Mountain West Freshman of the Year, and Emil Abers. Plu made par. They're on the backside. They go backside first. So on number 10, it's a par 5. Abers was one over, but you don't use that score. You just use your top 4 scores. So right now, as a team, they are even. Again, just started. Early leaders. TCU is -2, Texas A&M 1 under, and Carolina 1 under. And the Lobos are even. Those are the only 4 on the golf course right now. Actually, that's not right. Texas and Tennessee are both 1 over. So it's super early, just got started, and I'll keep you up to date on that. One other thing on the golf. Did you watch Rory get that one fan ejected? Yes. All right, you like that one, right? That got you going. Did he overreact? Was it frustrating? Was it
Did
too
Rory overreact? Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if the guy hit it. Rory hits a ball. It was on 16. He was -4. Needed to be spectacular, and he's pitching from the rough, short right of the green, and it hits on top of the hill and bounces into the trap. So frustrating. Right there is where his championship hopes ended. He knew it. And there was a guy behind him yelled, USA! And Rory told him to shut the bleep up. And then pointed the guy out. And they
especially if that was all that was said.
If that, right. Now, I don't know if that guy was heckling him the whole time or whatever. But he's like, shut the bleep up. and he pointed the guy out and they threw the guy out. Was that, I mean, should he have, it's funny what stories you read. He told the fan to shut up, and then you read other stories, and we all watched it, right?
Oh, we know what he said.
Yeah, we know what he said. Yeah. Earlier in the week, Rory said that the he called it outlandish and abusive behavior he endures. The Ryder Cup is usually limited to 1 week every 4 years, usually just the Ryder Cup. So this was a lot less than he heard, but yeah, that happened. All right. Aaron Rodgers is a Steeler, $22 million. Oh my goodness, really? Wow. Am I supposed to feign surprise here? Or it could be worth up to $25 million. Base salary between 22 and 23, a few million more in incentives. 42 years old. He's in Pittsburgh, and they have OTAs this week, and there he was getting ice cream with his friend. Cool. I with all due respect, is it all right that I'm just not that wowed about this? And
well, I think the reality of it is, as noisy as we all make it out to be, I don't think that changed anything that Pittsburgh could have done at the quarterback position this offseason. If Mike McCarthy and company really liked Ty Simpson, they could have made that work regardless of Aaron Rodgers signing now or earlier. They liked one of the free agent quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers was a free agent. They could have went after a Kyler Murray or someone if they wanted to go down that route. Just wasn't that tantalizing a quarterback market. So they stick with what they have in-house. Look at a complete rebuild with Drew Aller, with the stuff that's going on in camp about him, and say, all right, probably assume Aaron's coming back and run it back one more year.
Well, okay, couple. First of all, what's going on with Drew Aller? I mean, is it so much better than Will Howard?
Apparently, they are working on eliminating everything he was doing at Penn State.
So I'm recrafting a quarterback.
Yes. So they're essentially uninstalling everything he learned and teaching him new fundamentals and mechanics.
Okay. So that means he'll be ready to go by opening day. Not.
Which
I'm rebuilding a
like
quarterback.
The guy because of his size.
Yeah. I mean, why did I draft him? Like, honestly, why did I draft him? Because he's got a big arm and he's big? Like, honestly, what they think he's going to be Josh Allen?
Well, they hope, widen his base, keep him off his toes. Turnovers will come down.
Well,
better
they need
mechanics.
to. They need to. Okay, here's the thing. I will never know if they were going to be a better team or not better team with Aaron Rodgers this year as opposed to Will Howard or Drew Aller or Mason Rudolph. Here, let me give you a couple of realities. So last year he played for $13 million? Okay. Last year he had the lowest yards per pass attempt. Like, that means how far down the field each one of his balls went. It was 5.5 yards. He had the lowest yards gained per completion, under 4 yards, 3.8. He had the fastest release rate, or the shortest dropback rate, however you want to say it, 2.9 seconds, meaning he got rid of the ball quicker than anybody else. Well, that's good, Jeff, right? Well, no, that means he's not throwing the ball down the field. And he sure as hell didn't want to get hit. And I don't blame him, by the way. 42-year-old dude doesn't want to get hit by a screaming 300-pound lineman. I'm not really sure I blame him. Hey, so you just signed a 42-year-old guy who can't move, who realizes his arm strength is down, who isn't throwing the ball downfield. And I gave him more money, damn near doubled his salary. And we lost the first round of the playoffs because why? Because I didn't like what I had in the room. Does Aaron Rodgers at 42, and look, we all knew this was going to happen. I mean, I'm not sitting here feigning surprise and oh my goodness, but I'm also not, now look out for the Steelers. We'll never know the answer, but if they developed one of their quarterbacks, would they be better or at least as good as they're going to be with a 42-year-old immobile guy who's basically flipping extended hand? And if you think my description of it's wrong, I'm listening.
It's the classic, can you develop by not playing football?
Okay.
It's the Ty Simpson question that will be answered by the Rams. It will be, all right, you're not on the football field, but how much is this practice worth to you? How much is being the number 2 quarterback? We're probably going to get a lot of reps throughout the season with Rodgers and the times that he gets his veteran rest even in practice. I think it will be interesting to see, one, the offensive line. Is it better? But this is a team that acquired Rico Dowdle, acquired Michael Pittman, drafted a wide receiver in the second round of Alabama. So it was putting some stuff in place when it was really DK Metcalf. I know Kenneth Gainwell was voted the team MVP. But is that enough to ignite Rodgers a little bit with some limitations that you just described?
Yeah, I don't know that it does. Does Dowdle overtake Jaylen Warren as the number 1 back?
Even if it's a committee, I think he'd be...
Same thing they did last year with Gainwell, right? I mean, it's
maybe 60-40.
In whose favor?
I think Dowdle.
You think Dowdle more than Warren? Damn, I wanted him for $21. Not worth it. I look at it. To me, there's a difference on the Ty Simpson, Will Howard thing. See, the Rams drafted Ty Simpson relatively convinced he's the heir apparent. If the Steelers had an heir apparent, they might have gone a different way. They might not have waited. They might not have paid this much. If they were as convinced that Will Howard and or Drew Aller were the next guy, I think they'd have tried to develop and throw him in.
Not.
Right, that's my point.
And they weren't even convinced
100%.
that Ty Simpson was that guy. Because it's
well, the Rams are, but the Rams are.
But I'm saying I look at where they are right now. Aaron Rodgers is their best option if they want to try to be competitive for next
year. Yeah, and I'm not sure that makes them that much better. Because I'm looking at their division this year now, and I'm buying into Cincinnati because the trend's going that way, and I don't know why I am. As we get closer, let me back down a little. But their schedule is certainly conducive to winning. Cincinnati made some changes and I think additions defensively that make them better. I think they run the ball well with Brown. I think they've got 2 great receivers and a good tight end. You keep Joe Burrow healthy, and I think they're going to be good. I'm convinced Baltimore will be good because they still have Lamar Jackson and they still have a lot of weapons. And I don't care that they have a new coach. I think they're going to be good. So, I mean, okay, Rodgers is back. I just with everything you did, and you gave him a bunch more money. And now that you're here, Steeler fan, does that make you any better? Well, yeah, Jeff, we got Aaron Rodgers. Well, you got a 42-year-old guy who's just flipping long handoff. I mean, you had DK Metcalf last year, and to me, you never utilized DK Metcalf. What's DK Metcalf's strength? Going down the field and going up and getting guys with using that body, right? And that what and you didn't use him. Like, why have him? And so as we sit here now, and I'm like, okay, cool. But was it worth holding out for this 42-year-old guy who throws the shortest passes in the game, has the shortest completion yardage in the game? We'll see. Why are you laughing at me?
I don't think they held out. They could have done whatever they wanted. They didn't like the market quarter.
Yeah, and so it was about him. I mean, for them,
I don't think because of Rodgers they missed out on it. I think they could have went after Kyler Murray. They could have been more aggressive if they liked the Ty Simpson in the draft.
All right, let's go Kyler Murray. Why not Kyler Murray instead? Would they be better with Kyler Murray?
I think people absolutely would be more excited.
Yeah.
But again, we saw a market where there weren't a lot of teams clamoring for Kyler Murray.
I think Kyler Murray's going to be nice up there. I really do.
Great spot for him.
Yeah, I think he's going to be really good up there. I think it's going to work well. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com and JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. Latest on George Pickens in Dallas and what's going on there. And then Eli was interesting in his first really ever comments about why he wasn't going to play in San Diego. And I just found that really interesting as he decided this week that he was going to talk about it. And it's not what we all thought. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Channel.
This report is sponsored by...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
I'm Jason Garcia, local Albuquerque native, Sandia High School grad, and UNM economics grad in 2004. I'm the CEO and founder of the Ascent Academy. We are a leadership academy based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. We work with young student athletes, sophomores, juniors, and seniors on your leadership capabilities and growth. Do you want to be a captain of your high school varsity team? Are you looking to get into college or even work in a trade or profession after high school, but you want to get into leadership? That's exactly what the Ascent Academy does. We work on student athletes to help you improve your leadership game.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood.
17-1 the day before and 12-10 the day before that. So let me add this up. 27, 37, 39, 49. They gave up 59 runs the last 4 days, dude. That was a team that was rolling and was in first place, and they gave up 59 runs in 4 days. Well, they had fireworks. It was really cool. But, you know, Vegas this week's back for El Paso a week from Monday. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. All right, so Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott advised George Pickens, the wide receiver, who's on the franchise tag, bet on yourself. Well, sure he did, man. Bet on yourself. Be here, stay with me for a year, have a great year, then bet on yourself because I want you around. Well, sure he did. Don't go do something. Nah, don't hold out. Prescott said that he and Pickens have done as much as needed while working together on their own and that there is no doubt that Pickens is going to hit the ground running. Quote, I've just showed George my support. He's a hell of a talent. We've thrown this offseason, so I'm comfortable with where he's at. And I'm excited for when he can get in the building and get rolling.
Trust yourself. I'll throw you the football all you want. You and CeeDee Lamb.
I mean, of course. Trust yourself.
It's still not a bad check for 1 year.
What's he making? Like $27 million or something?
Yeah.
Like that? Right? I mean, I don't know, man. $27 million on the franchise tag for 1 year. All right. Did you see the Eli story this weekend? About him, he was on a podcast, Bussin' with the Boys. And he, for the first time, he really kind of talked about why he didn't want to play for the Chargers. I think it's always, if you remember, Eli was drafted number 1 overall by the Chargers back in 2004. And maybe you don't remember because it was before your time. And Eli basically said, I'm not playing here. And Archie, his dad, is the one who took all the hit. My boy's not playing for that organization. And it was always thought that it was Archie, the dad, that was the reason. But Eli said that leading up to the draft, the Chargers sent every top person in their organization out to New Orleans to meet with Eli and his family. And at the time, it was Marty Schottenheimer was the head coach. The general manager was A.J. Smith. They were on the trip. Chargers were and then still are owned by the Spanos family. A bunch of them were in New Orleans as well. And at one point during the visit, Manning had dinner with the Chargers brass, and he said that's where he seemed to have a realization of what was going on. He like, quote, I just didn't feel they were the most committed team to winning at the time. Marty Schottenheimer was the head coach, who was awesome, had great respect for him. That was part of his quote. He said there was an evening they were having dinner, and they were in disarray, and they were yelling at each other. Quote Eli again, they came to work me out in New Orleans, went to dinner, and there was just friction between the head coach and general manager, the owners. They were all yelling at each other, kind of like fighting. We're at a Marriott restaurant. Schottenheimer's mad. He's like, we're in New Orleans, and we're eating at a Marriott? He's pissed. First of all, I don't blame him. They're kind of bickering. It just didn't seem there was a lot of agreement on things, and didn't seem they were committed to building a great winning franchise at that moment. End quote. First of all, you're in New Orleans, that's where you went to dinner? I mean, come on. With all the options there, that's like going to Charleston and eating at the Marriott. What are we doing? I'm sure it was wonderful Marriott food. So after the visit, Eli said that he decided he would rather not play football than play for the Chargers. He said, I'm not going to play at all. And he pretty good job of reading the room because the Chargers fired Schottenheimer after going 14-2 a couple of years later. But he said that there's out there for 22 years that his dad had nothing to do with the decision, and his dad was the guy who took the hit for it. Quote, my parents were really were not supportive. My dad didn't like the idea. Now, he came to my defense and supported me after everything was going down. Afterwards, he took the blunt of the criticism because he came to my defense and people were saying, oh, you played in New Orleans all those years, you didn't win, so you're trying to dictate where your son's going. And he just kind of bit his tongue and said, this is what Eli wants to do, and I support him. And he kind of did some media to save me from doing all of the media and taking the hits. End quote. How about that? Because it was
good on you, Dad.
Yeah, and internally, his dad was like, no, you need to go where you're drafting, go do your thing, go do that. But he supported his kid. I never knew that story. Did you?
Didn't know it. Fun little story. Eli opening up about the Chargers' dysfunction.
And eating at a damn Marriott. I mean, look. Now, Eli was in New Orleans. I'm sure he got a lot of good meals at the time. He just finished playing at Ole Miss. I'm going to get, look. Where are we going? Like, that's like going to San Diego. Where are we going? We're going to Taco Bell. Come on, man. Can't even go to Rubio's. It's the opening drive. JJ Buck. I'm Jeff Symbieta on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Center.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros all your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Jimmy John's Toasted Sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and...
Final Four. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Cavs beat the Pistons 125-94. Eastern Conference, Game 7. Cavs move on. Pistons go to Cancun. Next up is the Knicks, Cleveland. They'll be in New York tomorrow night. Tonight, the Western Conference Final starts in Oklahoma City, Spurs and Thunder. That should be really, really good. 505-246-0610 if you want to get in today. I know you got a lot to talk about on a Monday after the PGA Championship. Aaron Rai is your winner, 3 strokes better than John Rahm and Alex Smalley. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the MVP of the NBA. Chupacabras play today. Global golf is underway. UNM women's track won a Mountain West Conference championship. State baseball and track and softball champions were crowned over the weekend. Aaron Rodgers is re-signed. I mean, just a ton to do. 505-246-0610. Your emails come in, Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Going on right now, just got underway. So Lobo men's golf is on the first 3 holes. They are even as a team. A&M is -3, as is Texas, as is TCU, all -3. North Carolina -2 and Colorado -1 out on the golf course. Lobos are even. UNLV and UNCW, Wilmington are 1 over, but they just played a few holes. Wyatt Province, their number 1 golfer, is back in. He birdied his first hole. And Thayer Plu, the freshman of the year in the conference, bogeyed his second, so that's how they're even right now. And Mesa Velour just getting ready to get started. So that's where we are at that. How about Lobo women's track winning another championship? And just terrific performance by them, JJ. Another big trophy comes
another
home.
One.
Yeah. Yep, another conference championship. That was their second straight. They clinched a sweep of the league's cross-country, indoor track, and outdoor track and field in the same academic year. It's pretty impressive, man.
That's really impressive, and I'm excited to see that things popping off at the University of New Mexico, the fun Olympic sports stories, and we'll see baseball can come through in the Mountain West Tournament.
They and we'll talk with Todd Brown, the head coach, coming up here at 8:30. New president was named. He was the vice chancellor, or the chancellor at UC Berkeley, which I know a lot of people were concerned, as I was just reading, and I just honestly don't know. How is he going to be for athletic? And I know that there was a lot of concern. You read it, I read it.
Did you see what Berkeley just did with their communications department?
No.
Sport? Cut the whole thing.
The whole
They're
sports
outsourcing their sports communication.
Sports information?
Yeah. What? Is that because you have to travel to North Carolina?
I've never honestly heard of that being done. We're outsourcing it to who?
If you noted, the last couple of weeks, every job was open at Cal.
No, I'm not.
I know, but kind of just watching that. And I don't know, people out there might be like, okay, whatever. That's kind of a wild thing.
If they go play at Syracuse, they're going to hire someone at Syracuse to do their sports information? They're not going to travel in SID with every team like everybody else in college athletics does? How do you not do that?
They had some major changes behind the scenes in their athletic department.
Wow. All right. Good on you, I guess. Good luck to you. But yeah, that's where your new president. Yeah, I'd be concerned. I thought that was one of the biggest things during the athletic director. And when Ryan got the job, who's your president going to be? You have no idea who you're going to be working with.
And when we were discussing this and how could these things happen, et cetera, when it comes to the contracts, I think there was a hunger, and I think Ryan and company did the right thing. Do all you can.
Get it done.
to get the big swings done with athletics right now because you really don't know what's going to be ahead with the new president.
Yeah. And now, he'll be in here in a little bit. And I mean, you'll see. I just, you don't know. You just don't know. All right. Nashville. This is a good spot. This came out this morning. Nashville is expected to be the host of Super Bowl LXIV. What is that? 64? LXIV. Yeah, 64. Do you know Roman numerals?
No. I don't remember that at any point.
Yeah. LXIV, I'm pretty sure it's 64.
The only time it ever came up was watching the Super Bowl. You're like, it's Super Bowl.
LXIV. Yeah, the XL Super Bowl. Yeah, extra large. Yeah, LXIV. So that's, L is 50, X is another 10. And then IV, I before the V is 1 minus 5. So 64, I'm pretty sure. 2030 is going to be the year. Ian Rappaport reported that this morning. It'll be the first time that the Music City would host the Super Bowl. That would be showcasing the Titans' new stadium, which is expected to open in 2027. LXI, which is this year, 61, is at SoFi. And then 2028, it'll be in Atlanta. And Adam Schefter is reporting that the NFL owners are expected to select Vegas for LXIII. That would be 68, following the 2028 season. So there you go. So it's going LA, Atlanta, Vegas, Nashville. Nashville is a good town for the Super Bowl. Nashville is a good town.
Is that going to be an outdoor stadium?
I think everything's got a retractable roof these days. And I honestly don't know the answer.
I know Buffalo's getting a new stadium, but they're probably not getting a Super Bowl. Oh, really? Okay. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff@sportsanimалabq.com, JJ@sportsanimалabq.com. All right. Have you watched what the Phillies have done since Don Mattingly's taken over? So they fire their manager. What are they, 14-4 since he's been going? They're 15-4. 15-4. They messed up the lineup card that bad.
Well, so don't you always kind of wonder what difference does it make? Because they were horrible, right? Now they're 15-4 since Don Mattingly took over. They're over 500 for the first time since April 7th. They've not lost a series with Mattingly at the helm. They went 1-0 without him on Saturday, I guess. And I don't even, like, sometimes I don't even get it. Would they have bounced out of this? Would they have punched out of this slump without that? I don't know. Right?
Time's got to send a message.
I imagine. I imagine, but it's stunning to me. And I think the roster's pretty good. So, yeah, maybe it's just in the locker room and the message needs to be sent. But all that's there. All right. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, we're going to talk with Todd Brown, global baseball coach. They're going to play Nevada. That'll be in the first round of the Mountain West Conference tournament. Nevada and New Mexico will be an elimination game. The winner will move into the main bracket, play Washington State in the first round of the double elimination tournament. So we'll talk with Todd about how the season ended and getting ready for this and getting into the tournament and where his baseball team is. We'll do that coming up at the bottom of the hour. That'll be at 8:30 this morning. I want to tell you about LaBarge Landscape, who I really believe in because they did great work for me at my home, and I know they'll do great work for you at your property as well. LaBarge Landscape is a family-owned, family-operated, licensed, bonded, and insured company that's been doing this for 33 years. Doing what? Winning the hearts of customers dreaming about gorgeous landscapes all around Albuquerque. You know what you want to do? You know what you need to do? You're just looking to get a cleanup, whatever it is, have them come out. If you're not even sure what you want, you just know you want to redo your space, They'll send out their design team. They'll look at what you got. They're going to give you a bunch of ideas until you get exactly what it is you're looking for. And for me, they dramatically over-deliver. And I think they'll do the same thing for you. Go by their website. It is Labarge, Labarge, labargelandscape.net. Bounce around the gallery, look at the pictures, some of the beautiful, beautiful projects they've done. And like so many sports animals have done, give them a call and have them come out and take care of your project. 505-345-3000 is the number. 505-345-3000, whether your project is small or large. The answer is easy. It is Labarge Landscape.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
I'm Jason Garcia, local Albuquerque native, Sandia High School grad, and UNM economics grad in 2004. I'm the CEO and founder of the Ascent Academy. We are a leadership academy based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. We work with young student athletes, sophomores, juniors, and seniors on your leadership capabilities and growth. Do you want to be a captain of your high school varsity team? Are you looking to get into college or even work in a trade or profession after high school, but you want to get into leadership? That's exactly what the Ascent Academy does. We work on student athletes to help you improve your leadership game.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German Car Maintenance and Repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German Car Maintenance and Repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420.
The record, the previous comment.
Rudy, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Rudy.
Good morning. You know, as long as Dr. Goldstein realizes he's basically the third most important person on that campus, he'll be fine.
Yeah, that's always tough, right? Especially someone who didn't have football and, you know, basketball was nice, but I'm going to guess at UCI, the president still outranks the basketball.
Yeah, I think the hierarchy is probably basketball, football, then the president.
Where's the AD in this whole thing?
I'm sorry, say again?
Where's the athletic director in that hierarchy?
Well, he's 1A, 1B, you know? Mm-hmm. He's right there. I really think the power structure at UNM has been solidified over the years, and as long as he's not anti-athletics, I think he's going to be fine. You've got a really, good AD who looks like he's going to be here for the long run. He's not looking to leave. You got a basketball coach who keeps raving about how much he loves Albuquerque. You have a football coach that raves how much he and his family are enjoying living in Albuquerque. So take that and run with it. And I think as long as, like I say, his mindset is growth and expansion of everything. You know, one of the reasons he was hired is they have about a $600 million investment coming up in health sciences, and we certainly need doctors here in this state. So expanding the medical school and doing all that is good. But that's not why I called. I called to complain about the Pistons.
Okay.
You know, the NBA is the NBA, and I just can't believe that Detroit could play that bad at home with Game 7 on the line. They looked unfocused. They looked like they didn't care to be there, and I guess they probably were looking ahead and saying we're going to get drummed by the Knicks, because I don't see the Cavaliers offering the New York Knicks that much resistance.
I think it's going to be tough.
And I think the real question is who's going to be, I don't know if Oklahoma can get by the Spurs. So assuming they do, they could try to defend their title for the second year in a row. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. I'm a little more interested in the NBA right now than I was a week ago. Final thoughts, what can you say about Darren Gosson? Geez, the guy just takes over for Joe Franklin, and he doesn't say let's maintain. He says let's go out and keep winning championships,
wins trophies
for the women.
Yeah.
I failed to see how UNM didn't get an invite to some of these conferences, because as far as the rest of our sports programs, and now that football's cooking,
you understand. You don't fail to see. You know now the football's cooking after the decisions were already made. You know.
Yeah, I know, but this next go around, let's get in a power conference and get some of that TV money.
All right, man.
That way we can go to Sizzler.
In New Orleans. All right, see you.
Yeah.
Another championship for Lobo women's track. We'll do Lobo baseball here coming up in a little bit. He was talking NBA. JJ, this San Antonio Oklahoma City series should be terrific. And the backcourt, you mentioned this earlier, the Spurs backcourt. Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper. They've been great. Castle in the closeout game had 32 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Fox had 21, was 8 of 10. Harper, 15 points. So by the end of the third quarter, Castle, Fox, and Harper combined for 58.2% of the team's scoring. And I was in the car, I was listening on the Spurs radio and how they were just raving about that backcourt, right? Everything's about Wemby there. And I don't know that the common person can tell you more than 2 people on that team. I think they will be able to after the next few weeks. But the backcourt might be a difference here. And it's not all about Wemby. I mean, Holmgren and Wemby are going to go at each other, and Wemby's better than Holmgren. I mean, it's just the way that is. But the backcourt may be the difference. And as good as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is, and by the way, named the NBA's MVP for the second straight year. He's only the 5th active player to be named MVP in consecutive seasons. The backcourt's going to be something. Let's go to you. Art, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Art.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Good to hear you. What's happening?
I wanted to ask you about the scuttlebutt. Do you really think that I think UNM will end up somewhere in a better conference after we kick some booty this year and keep going, but do you really think the Pac-12 is going to be that stupid to bring New Mexico State in before, like the Big Brother, before they want to bring in us and UNLV or us, the Air Force and all this? Thank you, brother.
All right. Look, I know where this is coming from. There's all these social media memes out there, right? That the Pac-12 is going to add. UConn is like the most. I saw a column recently. UConn's the most likely. New Mexico State was the next most likely, because of regionality. And I think if they were going to add New Mexico State, they would have added New Mexico State. Now, why not New Mexico before New Mexico State? You've got this grant of rights, and you've got the buyouts, and you've got the money. I mean, what it would cost New Mexico to get out of, I mean, JJ, I don't think there's a way right now New Mexico could get out and go to the Pac, right? Unless the league blew up as far as exit fees and everything else.
Probably challenging at this point.
Yeah. Do I think the New Mexico State thing is real? I don't. That's not. Is there a speck of reality? Yeah, there's some reality to it. I think if the Pac-12 was going to add New Mexico State or wanted to add New Mexico State, I think they would have by now, right? What's preventing that? Now they've got time because you got to give a year to buy out of your old league. And so the July 1st thing is coming. And I mean, you're basically almost out of time to do it for the year after next. They need numbers. I read that same column he read. It said New Mexico State would be an addition of convenience, is what that story said. Which is, I mean, I don't know. How would you feel if you're the Aggies? You're like, cool, we're convenient, but we're in. We're out of the Conference USA and we're in the Pac. And then they could look at New Mexico and go, look at us, right? I mean, I don't know. Do you feel there's a bunch of fruit to that?
No. It feels like in case of emergency, break glass for the Pac.
I think that's exactly what it is.
As you said, it in everything we've watched in college athletics, you can't just say it's never going to happen.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to break on time because Todd Brown's going to be with us next. Global baseball coach. Lobos are getting set to play Nevada in the 5-4 game of the Mountain West Conference Tournament. That's coming up on Thursday in Mesa, Arizona. Talk to Todd about his team going into the conference tournament when we get back. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
New Mexico's famed spring winds are.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I'm Jason Garcia, local Albuquerque native, Sandia High School grad, and UNM economics grad in 2004. I'm the CEO and founder of the Ascent Academy. We are a leadership academy based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. We work with young student athletes, sophomores, juniors, and seniors on your leadership capabilities and growth. Do you want to be a captain of your high school varsity team? Are you looking to get into college or even work in a trade or profession after high school, but you want to get into leadership? That's exactly what the Ascent Academy does. We work on student athletes to help you improve your leadership game.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German Car Maintenance and Repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries.
Play the second seed Washington State. Lobos are 28-22-1. They finished 12-11-1 in conference play and finished as the 5 seed. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and J.J. Buck. Lobo baseball coach Todd Brown is ready to lead the Lobos into conference tournament play, and he's with us this morning on the Sports Animal. Good morning, Todd. How you doing?
Great. How are you doing, Jeff?
Life's grooving. I appreciate you spending some time with us. I know a lot going on this week. Postseason, it's a different mindset. You had an interesting final week of the regular season, right? You didn't have a conference series. You played the week prior at Grand Canyon, beat the Aggies on Tuesday. So I got to believe a rested team. How's your team looking going into the tournament?
Yeah, it's been very unusual, and there's pros and cons to it, and we're going to find out here soon how it works out. Is due to Grand Canyon joining our conference in the middle of the summer and then not getting our schedule till middle of the fall, we had 2 buys, and we were luckily able to fill another buy, but just happens that us, Washington State, and Air Force have the last weekend buy. So we're not playing, and by that time there was literally nobody in the country that we could find to play. So we decided, well, there's nobody to play, and if we do find somebody, we're going to be traveling 2,000 miles the wrong direction. So we decided, well, let's just not play and rest up, get our pitching lined up, depending on where we are in the tournament. And so that's what we've done. We've backed off after we beat the Aggies there on Tuesday. We got in the weight room a little bit. We took some time away from baseball on a day-to-day basis, and then now it's game week. We're back at it, and we're going over fundamentals and all of our bunt defenses and first third defenses, and trying to put it all together and trying to get our hitters acclimated to velocity, all those things, and see what happens on Thursday night.
All right, so Todd, pitching is always, you go into these things, it's always who's got the most pitching, how are you going to hold up? You got to win this first one to get through, right? It's single elimination and then a double elimination. So how do you approach it? Do you throw the ace here? Is it Cooper? Is it Christian or is it Ryan? Who do you go with up the top?
Well, we're not going to announce our starter till Thursday. But what we're going to do is we have 12 pitchers that are going, which is pretty typical. 27-man roster, 12 of those are pitchers. And we're going to start one, and the other 11 are in relief. And so you're taking your Friday night, your Saturday night, and your Sunday starters. One of them's going to start, and the others are in the bullpen along with your bullpen. And you have to win on Thursday to get to Friday.
Yep.
And so we're going to attack it like this is the last game of the season, and we're going to do everything we can pitching-wise to win it. And then if we do, then we're going to reorganize Thursday night and figure out how now we're guaranteed to play 2 more games, how to manage that. And it really comes down to whoever we decide to go with, whether it's Mogan or Castillo. We're going to have to get a quality start out of them. What I mean by that is 6-7 innings with a lead, and that way we can go to our bullpen and our top guys that we have rested and available. And we got to put all 3 phases together. We got to score runs, we got to play good defense, and we got to pitch.
Todd Brown joining us in the opening drive. What is one thing with this team that comes to your mind first when you think back about what you've learned about this group this season?
You know, one of the things that early in the season, we played a bunch of different lineups. And so we got guys playing opportunities and all that. And one thing that has been consistent from day one and through our last game on Tuesday, as our defense has played extremely well. We're tied for first in the Mountain West for defense and fielding percentage. And that is one thing that we're really excited about. That no matter who we're putting in, we're playing good defense, which has given us a chance to limit those extra outs in those innings and making plays. And now it comes when you go into championship baseball, you have to pitch at a high level, but you also have to have guys that can get hits at the right time. And 2-out hits are usually what decides games that are equally matched teams in championship baseball.
And Coach, you mentioned the curveball with Grand Canyon coming into the schedule. What's it been like navigating conference play the last couple seasons, just with the changes in the conference and just trying to focus on being consistent with the program you have?
Well, it's been interesting because usually schedules, like I'm already done with our 27 schedule, even though we just got the Mountain West. We knew what weekends we were going to have. And so now all the non-conference games, all those things, the schedules are done a year and two in advance. I'm almost done with the 28th season as well. And so when you lose members but add members, and having an odd number is extremely difficult because we play conference games on weekends. We don't play during the week conference games. And so when you don't have a weekend filled by Mountain West games, it's extremely difficult. You're at the hands of who else is available on that weekend, and can you convince them to come here, or are you going to have to travel there? Obviously, expenses and budgets and all those things. It has been probably one of the hardest parts of my job, besides the portal and all those changes. But from administrative duties that I have to do, scheduling has been very, very difficult just because of the unknowns and all the changes that have happened over the last couple of years.
Is it harder? I mean, we listen to basketball coaches over the years talk about, teams that want to play in the pit because it's the pit and what's the advantage. You've always had the altitude thing. Is it whether it's, I pick a team, whether it's a West Coast team, a UC Irvine, a Santa Barbara, right? One of those teams, or whomever it is you're trying to get here. Is it harder to get them here? I know you get the cold weather teams to get here in February, right? They come from the East Coast because they think they can get games in. But is that a big challenge in scheduling?
Very challenging. Yeah. It's a different style of baseball here, simply because of the size of our field. There's a lot of our outfield. I think we probably have the biggest field in the country, including all the major league teams. There's so much space in the outfield, plus the ball flies, that some teams don't really play very well here and don't want to come back, and it's unfortunate. That's just stuff that you deal with, and it's no different than there's certain places that we don't want to go to because of either distance or how hard it is to get to them. It makes it more difficult. But, there's no complaining about it. We have to find, and that's why we've had so many northern teams, because they don't really have any options. Right. And one thing that I've started doing that I've had some momentum on is playing home and homes. So, like next year, Cal Baptist, they're 44-13. We're going there next year, and they're coming back here the following year. So, trying to do some home and homes with some new teams and get some new energy on our schedule is something that we're trying to do.
Todd Brown's the Level baseball coach. They're going to play Nevada in an elimination game Thursday. The winner goes into the double elimination bracket. Nevada was here last month. They took 2 out of 3 from you. One close one that they got, one close one that you got, and then they exploded in the middle of the game. Look at them. What do they show you? Obviously, you're 2-3 in the league in hitting. You've got an advantage stat-wise in pitching. And do you look back at those games and say, hey, this guy was better against them? Ooh, they hit this pitcher better, as far as when you decide who you're going to throw?
Yeah, that's kind of what's going on here in the offices behind the the scenes is trying to figure out what is the best matchup. They're a very talented lineup. They're a veteran lineup. They won the regular season last year and have majority of their guys back. They haven't been playing well over the last couple of weeks as they probably want. So when we caught them here, they were on a heater. We had a great game on Friday, had opportunities, but they pitched out of it in a really close one. They blew our doors off on Saturday, and then we come back and fight to not get swept. That was a big game on Sunday for us to at least get one of those games back. So it's going to be a battle. It's going to be matchups, and we're going to have to play all three phases. And that's one thing we've struggled with consistently is pitching, defense, and hitting. You have to have all three of those to play at a high level. When San Diego State, who won the regular season, they're 16-8. Well, three of those losses are against us here. We swept them, but all three phases were hitting at a high level. And if you have two of them, you're going to struggle to win series. If you have one of them, you're going to get swept. And so that's kind of what we've been focusing on, is trying to make sure we can do everything we can in practice sessions, is trying to get us where we're clicking in all three phases, because that's what it's going to take to beat a really good team in Nevada.
Yeah, Todd, I want to look past, you were just talking about the schedules over the next couple of years. I look at the bracket right now, right? The top two seeds are going to the PAC, San Diego State and Washington State. The other four teams who made the tournament, Nevada, UNLV, and Air Force, are going to be in this league. You add Hawaii, which has historically been good at baseball. What does this league look like moving forward, and how do you figure out how to schedule and get yourself the postseason play?
Yeah, and the one change that Mountain West made is next year, not only baseball but softball and a bunch of other sports, they're moving down to only 4 go to the conference tournament. Obviously, a little bit disappointed in that decision, because you look at the standings every year and how close they are.
Yeah.
We've got 3 of these teams that are exiting, Washington State, Fresno State, and San Diego State out, and then UC Davis, Utah Tech. Utah Tech is having a great season. They're 35 wins or something like that.
About that, yeah.
They're having a great those 3 are coming in, and I don't see any kind of major drop-off in the talent of Mountain West baseball. I think it's a unique league where you look at San Diego State was picked near the bottom. Air Force was picked dead last in the preseason, and here they are as the 3 seed. Washington State was picked down at the bottom. Here they are as the 2 seed. So you're looking at anybody can beat anybody. And one of the unique things about the Mountain West is you come play at our place, you really have to make sure that the bats are on the bus, because if you don't score runs at a high level playing here, you're not going to win consistently. And when you go to some of the other places that are at sea level, it's a different style of baseball. So you almost have to have guys in your lineup that can bunt at certain times, but also can hit the ball over the scoreboard. And that's obviously very difficult to do, is to build a lineup that can play at sea level and high altitude places. And that's what makes this league so unique, is there's so many different venues and elevation changes that you almost have to have multiple ways to win games offensively.
Yeah. Todd, lastly, as you talk about schedule, and do you look west? Do you want to play the UC Santa Barbaras? You want to play the Fullertons? You want to play the Pepperdines? You want to play the UC Irvine? Some of these traditional powers that whether it's the Big West Coast Conference, and if so, what's the reception when you make that call?
Well, the one thing that's unique is when you talk to those schools that you mentioned in California, they can jump on a bus and go 2-3 hours and run into all kinds of Division I teams. And so when you approach them about scheduling, they're like, well, why would I fly all the way to Albuquerque and doing a home and home when all I have to do is jump on a bus and 2 hours up the road and I can play these guys? They have so many choices in their backyard to play. They don't give very good guarantees, so the money is bad and it's expensive to get there. and they're not willing to travel really outside there because of budget reasons. And we're so isolated. That's why we play the Aggies 4 times on Tuesdays, because we can't find any Tuesday games that are drivable. Arizona's, 6-7 hours away. Arizona State 6-7 hours away. There's just limited options for Division I baseball and we're so thankful Texas Tech does a home and home with us still.
Yep.
And that's very rare that a Big 12 will eventually drive 5 hours to come play at your places. And so there's just so many limited options that we have to find creative ways to put our schedule together each year.
All right, last one. I said last one, but George just sent me this. We asked Coach Brown what he thinks of the 9 strap shown on Shark Tank that's approved for high school batting and helps keep injuries down. Are you familiar with it?
I just saw something last month about it. I don't know much about it, to be honest with you, but it's an interesting concept. I would have to probably do some research on you and get back to you. But it's an interesting concept.
All right. Hey, good luck. Go get them in Mesa. You got Nevada on Thursday, and then hopefully the double elimination tournament over the weekend. Appreciate you always spending some time with us, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, be well. He's Todd Brown. I want to get into some of that. The scheduling stuff's really interesting because I think it's legitimate. It's the opening drive. We'll talk to him when we get back on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Jason Garcia, local Albuquerque native, Sandia High School grad, and UNM economics grad in 2004. I'm the CEO and founder of the Ascent Academy. We are a leadership academy based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. We work with young student athletes, sophomores, juniors, and seniors on your leadership capabilities and growth. Do you want to be a captain of your high school varsity team? Are you looking to get into college or even work in a trade or profession after high school, but you want to get into leadership? That's exactly what the Ascent Academy does. We work on student athletes to help you improve your leadership game.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks.
And Pedro, doing car care right.
Oh, the challenges of scheduling in college athletics. What's in it for you? What's in it for them? Caught up with Lobo baseball coach Todd Brown as UNM gets ready to take on Nevada. Got to win and advance to the double elimination part of the Mountain West tournament later this week. They'll get going on Thursday. It's opening drive right here on 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. Lots to dive into from that conversation, and it's, you know, the challenges you see overall. We talk about it all the time with basketball, trying to put together the right non-conference schedule, even with the changes we've seen over the last couple of years with the conference schedule. That does affect what the non-conference looks like. The Mountain West last year, a 20-game conference schedule, so it takes away some dates, teams coming in and out. How do you want to build yourself? And listening to Coach Brown talk about the styles needed to play different types of games, you also just got to get to, you know what, best player available to attack whatever schedule you have. And we'll see what Lobo Baseball can do.
Well, do you look back at say, okay, I look at the box scores and say, who played well in this game? How, who pitched? I was looking earlier. Where did I have it? The Nevada game that they played really well in. And it was Mogan who went 7 innings and gave up 3 runs. Right. And then the next night, as Todd said, we got our doors blown. So,
One choice, but pressure's on. Win and get in.
Yeah. Yep, and you got to find it. All right, 505-246-0610. Got a whole hour. You can get into that. This is a little baseball. We'll play a Nevada team, and as he said, a Nevada team who hasn't been playing as well coming down the stretch. And so here's your 4-5 game, and the winner will play Washington State. What do you think about this scheduling thing, right? We've heard basketball coaches talk about the pit all the time and how it's tough to get people to come here. It's elevation, and it's a really good point. You play those Tuesday games, right? People want to be able to drive, cost cutting, how do you get a Long Beach State in? Or, well, you don't, because they can drive and go play somebody in the Big West, and it takes them an hour on a bus.
Yeah, the travel budget's much different for Olympic sports and those non-conference opportunities.
All right, whole hour to go. We'll reset when we get to the top. 505-246-0610. 505-246-0610. That's the Sports Animal phone line. And the Monarchy on San Pedro text line. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
I'm Jason Garcia, local Albuquerque native, Sandia High School grad, and UNM economics grad in 2004. I'm the CEO and founder of the Ascent Academy. We are a leadership academy based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. We work with young student athletes, sophomores, juniors, and seniors on your leadership capabilities and growth. Do you want to be a captain of your high school varsity team? Are you looking to get into college or even work in a trade or profession after high school, but you want to get into leadership? That's exactly what the Ascent Academy does. We work on student athletes to help you improve your leadership game.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info,
5.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
1 hour to go on a Monday. Let's go. 505-246-0610. Todd Brown was with us, the Lobo baseball coach. Big weekend, and the Cavaliers beat the Pistons to move on to the Eastern Conference Final. That goes tomorrow in New York. Western Conference tonight starts in Oklahoma City. It'll be the Spurs and the Thunders. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was named the MVP of the NBA again. Only the fifth active player to be named MVP in consecutive seasons, seventh over the last 40 years. The others were Jokic, Giannis, Steph, and Tim Duncan, and Michael Jordan, and LeBron James. I mean, I don't know. Those are pretty good. PGA Tour, the PGA Championship, Aaron Rai is your champion. He wins in Aronimink outside of Philadelphia. Lobo Women's Track, they win the conference championship again, second straight year. Lobo Golf is competing right now in Bryan, Texas at the NCAA Regional. Chupacabras go today. They are in New Jersey to play in the IFL Cup against Arizona. And United got beat over the weekend by Colorado Springs by a score of 4-0 in the, what was that? That was the U.S. Open Cup. So that, you said that does not count towards regular season standings, correct?
That does not count.
Those are all additional games.
Additional games.
All right. All good. I'm down with all of that. 505-246-0610. That's the Sports Animal phone line. It is the Manaki on San Pedro text line. Manaki on San Pedro, fair and affordable care for your vehicle. And then there was the Preakness. Did you catch the Preakness? I didn't either. I didn't either. Let me give you an update on Lobo Men's Golf. That is going on in Bryan, Texas. The leader at that region. Remember, the top 5 will advance. Not a great start for the Lobos as they are even par. So that puts them tied for 9th out of 14 teams. But you don't want teams getting away from you. A&M and North Carolina -8, TCU -7, Texas -6. So you got to start making some birdies. Tennessee at 4 under, Chattanooga at 2 under. Miami of Ohio and Cincinnati are -1, and the Lobos are even. So you got to start making some birdies. They're still early in their round. They're just playing their 3rd through their 5th holes. So that'll all come in, and we're early. We talked a little football. The Aaron Rodgers thing, $22 million. In Nashville, $22 million. It seems, is that fair? Right? That's about market value. I know because he made $13 million last year and got such a big raise, people are losing their mind a little bit about that number. But is that, does that number bother you? If that fits within their cap,
for a 1-year deal,
it does. It should bother you, right?
Now, what I'm interested to pick apart from the conversation we were having about the Steelers' options at quarterback. Did Aaron Rodgers hold them hostage? Were they waiting too long on Aaron Rodgers? They could have done anything they wanted. It's a brand new coaching staff. Yeah, Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers have a history, but they didn't have to wait for Aaron Rodgers. So I get the sense they just didn't like the options that much better this offseason, whether it was Kyler Murray or a Ty Simpson in the draft. And then you say, all right, we'll go back to Rodgers for 1 year, get it done. But if there was a time to trust the process, if you're the Steelers, it would have been now. And just say, all right, you got Mason Rudolph, you got Will Howard, came around on Drew Aller, brand new coaching staff, let's go. And if you happen to stink at a top 5 pick, oh, so be it. But now you're going to be in that purgatory again where you're an 8-9 win team, possibly in that division. If Cincinnati stays healthy, Steelers are the third best team then. So here we go again next year.
Browns will tell you they think they're better if you look at the Browns' overall roster.
I don't trust their quarterbacks at
all. I don't blame you because I don't either. I'm not sure how much I trust Rodgers. I mean, he was fine dumping the ball off. But, yeah, I mean, I think he'll make all right.
Like, if there would have been a time if for this ownership group to just be like, you know what? Let's just see what happens. It's Mike McCarthy, we know we're not going to fire him after a year. It would have been now, but that is so easy to say and harder to do. Because the way, I look at things is I try to think of, why did a team get here? Because in this world, we always talk about you win a championship or you suck, right? There's no in between. You can't just be the Pistons. It's got to be a failure. You didn't get there. It's either you win a championship or you trash your team to get a high pick. But you got to think about it from the people in that building, even ownership and what you want to put out there and a coaching staff and a GM. And it's easy to say, but it's hard to do and just be like, you know what? Maybe we'll suck for the entire year and hope we keep our job.
Yeah, it's a bad plan. It's a bad model. Yeah. I want to hit this too in the NFL. And anytime the president jumps on something, it's going to make news. And I don't remember what interview it was. Maybe it was one with Hannity. Anyway, last week, the president was asked about the NFL and the streaming, all the different streaming services. You got games on Peacock and Amazon, on Netflix. The NFL's expanded its lineup of streaming platforms. And not only did Donald Trump give it scrutiny, the U.S. Justice Department, and certainly fans. And so over the weekend, or I guess it was last week, NFL's executive vice president of media distribution, whose name is Hans Schroeder, was talking. It was Friday. He suggested that the league's got no intention of pulling back from partnerships with streaming services. Translation is get used to it, is what he's telling you. Quote, we love our model. We think we have the most fan-friendly model there is of any sport or entertainment as far as distribution. That was his quote. Let me stop. Is that fair? I mean, the NBA is all over the place. I watched Game 7 on Amazon Prime last night. I don't know where anybody is anymore, honestly. And you've been watching this with your college sports over the last bunch of
years. CBS Sports Network and Fox Sports 1, please. I know where they are.
Right? But look, Mountain West people are going to lose their mind. Like Global Fan, you're going to get angry in September when the MW.com that was always free is now going to come with a subscription price. The MW is going behind a paywall. Wait, what do you mean? I got a softball. Yes, there's going to be a subscription for all of that content. So 87% of NFL games are on free broadcast networks. That's CBS, NBC, Fox, and ABC. That's what the league put out. The NFL is arguing that the league is actually meeting consumers where they are in this era of cord cutting by adding platforms like Netflix. His explanation, quote, we think broadcast networks have been an incredible home. And now We also know fans are increasingly spending their time on other platforms as well. They tune into broadcast for the NFL, and that's where we want to be. But we also want to be on these platforms with a limited amount of games where we know our NFL fans already are as well. When we're going to Netflix, we're going onto a platform that's already massively adopted to a huge number of viewers on a platform that already, including a huge number of NFL fans. You buy it? I mean,
no. You got to buy it if you want to watch, but
yes.
It is tough. It is, of the hobbies to have, being a sports fan is one of the most expensive these days.
Yeah, after golf.
After golf, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, you can go play public course.
Yeah.
You got your clubs, you can play some nice rounds.
All right.
Pretty inexpensive.
All right, fair enough.
But if you're an out-of-market fan, trying not to be blocked out from games and paying for MLB.TV or League Pass on top of what you need. And then, Miss Me was trying to go to a major league sporting event right now, too. It's very expensive to enjoy sports.
Yeah. Look, this came up. I think it was a reaction from fans. But then Trump criticized the NFL last week for its expansion to streaming platforms. He was on one of these shows. He said, you got people that love football. They're great people. They don't make enough money to go and pay for this. It's tough. And so he was asked whether the government would intervene. I don't know, but I don't like it. That's what he said. So the Justice Department has begun. We got nothing else to do, man. The Justice Department is reviewing the NFL's broadcast distribution decisions for potential anti-competitive tactics related to the Sports Broadcasting Act of 1961, which grants the NFL limited antitrust protections and allows the league to negotiate its own TV rights pack. All these things you didn't know about, right? Because did you know about the SBA of 1961? Nor did me. The league is going to continue to diversify platforms. There's going to be games this season on Netflix and Amazon Prime. And if you want to watch them, I mean, you got to go find a friend, or you got to pay for it. Quote, we're committed to being on broadcast television in ways that other content is not, and continue to be in the hopes of reaching our fans. So if the NAB or Fox or others are questioning the merits of that, I'm not sure I really understand where that comes from, but we'll continue to do what's best for our fans. That means continue to stay on broadcast television. Look, if 87% of the games are there, that means 13%. And is it your right to watch the NFL over the air? It's probably not. Is it their right to go make as much money as they want to make? It probably is, right? And I appreciate this whole, we're meeting fans where they are and they want to be on Netflix and they want to be on. Yeah, no. I appreciate the attempt at being able to swing it that way and explain it that way. The answer is we're making way more money. And from what I was reading some stuff this morning, John Skipper, the former head of ESPN and one of the former Fox guys, was saying the broadcast company lose money on the NFL pack when it comes down to production costs, and they just can't recoup enough in advertising. So the broadcast companies lose. So why do it? Well, you want to be in the NFL, right? What ESPN, ABC is paying, what Fox is paying, they lose money. So, and is Netflix losing? I mean, can Netflix afford to pay $5 billion? I mean,
well, I think what we'll see with Netflix is just this specialty package. I don't know the name of Netflix, the president of the company, but I know last week he said they're not interested in bidding on like a full package. They like kind of this Christmas Day, a couple extra game thing they're doing.
Yeah, which is probably best for everybody. And would the NFL have the appetite to give them a full package? Would they get Sunday afternoon games? And then the answer is probably yes. Would they be part of Red Zone? Oh, right.
As long as I have my Red Zone.
I mean, 100%. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Channel.
This is The Herd. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Pedro text line 505-246-0610. Meineke on San Pedro, doing car care right.
It's always an interesting one when we get there too. We'll see. 505-246-0610. I want to tell you about John Thomas Jewelers and their new location because it is fabulous. It makes the best jeweler in all of New Mexico even better. A brand new elevated showroom designed for one thing, and that is helping you create the ring that you will never second guess. John Thomas Jewelers has moved. They are now at 10501 Montgomery, right between Dion's and El Patron. They're on the second floor up there. A more private space, a more refined space. And it's the largest selection of engagement rings in New Mexico, now showcased the way they deserve to be. It's where you sit down one-on-one, see your ring come to life. You even get to try on the exact design before it's ever made in precious metals. There's no pressure, no regrets, just absolute confidence in one of the most important decisions of your life. It's John Thomas Jewelers. Voted best jeweler in Albuquerque 5 straight years, fastest growing jeweler in New Mexico 3 years in a row, and the exclusive home of the no regrets engagement ring. What is that? Any ring you design at John Thomas Jewelers engagement ring. If she doesn't absolutely love it, you bring it back. You got a year for them to redesign it at no extra cost. It is no pressure, and it is no regrets. John Thomas Jewelers, second floor, 10501 Montgomery Northeast, where Albuquerque gets engaged. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, 505-246-0610. Update on the scoreboard at the Bryan Regional for NCAA men's golf. First round, Lobos, and again, remember the top 5 teams will advance. It's a 2-day or 3-day thing. I think it's 2-day. New Mexico is currently in 6th. They're still in the front 9. 1 under par is a team tied with Miami of Ohio at 1 under par. 5th place is Tennessee, 4 strokes up at 5 under. Your leader is North Carolina at -10. So the first bunch of holes, and it looks like Wyatt Province is playing well. He's 2 under after 7. He birdied number 10 and birdied 15. Johnny Clark is 2 under after 6 with 3 birdies and a bogey. And Emil Albers is even par. Mesa Falor is even par. And Thaler Plew is 3 over par as they go through it. Lobo women's track wins a Mountain West Conference championship over the weekend, their 2nd straight. Colorado Springs beat New Mexico United 4-0. Next up, a Wednesday game out at the ball pitch. Tampa Bay will be in town as they get back into USL Championship play. That was US Open Cup, right? That was No,
it was USL Cup.
I'm sorry, USL. That's what I meant. I knew that. They were eliminated from the US Open Cup. Also by
no US Open Cup, a USL Cup, and then a USL Championship Cup. Got to keep your cup full.
I tried to do that. I just went to try to get coffee and keep my cup full, and that got a little strenuous today too. Chupacabras will play for the IFL Cup. They're in New Jersey. First ever IFL Cup. Noon today on Yahoo Sports. I don't think. You can just go to yahoo.com and go to the sports, and then you can find Chupacabras and you can watch them. And if that's something you want to do. How about Caitlin Clark over the weekend? This was kind of weird. So, like, a statistical correction was issued. And so Caitlin Clark, with 2 more assists for her game against the Washington Mystics on Friday, pushed her total from 8 to 10. And so that helped her set a WNBA career record in the process. So she earned it. It was weird.
How do you get 2?
I don't know, dude. You go back through, and I honestly. So often Frank will send out, like Mercogliano over at UNM, right? We'll get a stat correction on Monday that they went through and they found, a couple extra yards on this guy, or right? Stats get corrected right after they look through.
Well, usually it's
in your
the
favor.
Assistant coaches that are like, hey, I'm hearing it from this guy. What's up?
So they played the Mystics, did the Fever. Clark had her WNBA record 11th career game with at least 20 points and 10 assists. That broke a tie she had with Courtney Vandersloot. The number went to 12 with an 89-78 win over Seattle on Sunday. She had 21 and 10 and 7 rebounds. 21 assists, 21 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. So her 4th straight game with 20 points plus and 5+ assists. That's the longest streak to start a season in the WNBA. I'm not going to go take the time and go back and look at the damn tape. I'm not. it is convenient that they found that for her, though, huh? And I'm sure they were there, dude. I'm sure, because at some point they're going to have to justify them, right? So I'm sure they were there and somehow they were missed. Is that? But it's just a weird way to find the numbers, and certainly for her. And look, it behooves this league to continue to promote her.
It does. But you also don't need too many stories like this of where they're finding 2 to 3 assists to get triple doubles. Hopefully it was one where, all right, there's maybe one extra step in there, but the basket was made. We're good.
Yeah. So she started off slow, but she was 5 of 10 from the field on in 2 of 4 from 3-point range against the Mystics, and 10 of 28 and 7 for 17 against Seattle. So she's off and running. Dan's been telling me watch the WNBA. Addie likes it. I mean, my daughter, like, she'll put that stuff on, and it's good, man. And once we get through all these championships and the playoffs, and they take over this summer, I think there'll be more. There'll be more of them center stage. But you this weekend you have the PGA Championship, you had playoffs, you have the Preakness, you had whatever it is you wanted to find this weekend, and all the high school stuff going on, and there's a lot. But I think at some point it gets there for her, but for that whole league. But it's there for you. All right, tonight you get Spurs and Thunder. And I think you and I both think this is going to be really good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander repeats as MVP. Have you seen the voting on this? Have they released the voting? Oh, here it is. So Jokic was second. These numbers were so small. First place votes, Shai got 83, Jokic got 10, Wembanyama got 5, and Cade Cunningham got 2. But the voting results, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 939 points, Nikola Jokic, 834. So kind of close, right? And then Wemby had 588. These are points. So you get 5 for first, 4 for second, 3 for third, 2 for fourth, and 1 for... No, I'm sorry. That's not how they do it. 10, 7, 5, 3, and 1. Did you know that? 10 points for first place vote, 7 points for second, 5 for third, 3 for fourth, 1 for fifth. So like somebody voted Jokic fifth. Shai had 83 first place votes, 13 second, 3 third, and 1 fourth, no fifth. So you good with you were kind of thinking Jokic deserved a good look. He got a good look.
He got a good look. He finished in second place. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander worthy MVP, and this does feel like enjoy it now because Victor Wembanyama is going to be getting all those first place votes next.
Yeah, until fatigue sets in on him.
Yeah.
Right?
Then he'll get 2 in a row, and they'll be like, oh, well.
Yeah. Who
You're only the third best team in the Western Conference this year, so.
Right. So, Shai, Nikola Jokic, Wembanyama was third, Luka Doncic fourth, Cade Cunningham fifth, Jaylen Brown of Boston sixth, Kawhi Leonard seventh with 1 point, tied with Donovan Mitchell, 1 point. So really only the top 6 guys. Well, I mean, I shouldn't even say that. Yeah, Jaylen Brown, no first place votes, 1 second, 2 thirds, 14 fourths, and
Cade got 2 first place votes.
Yeah, he did. Look
at that.
And 42 fifth place. I mean, what a variety. Like, he got the most fifth place votes, and he finished fifth. Makes sense. Huh. All right. So that when are they going to give him the ring, or they give him the thing before the game tonight? Probably. Kind of how they do this, right?
Yes.
I think I'm down with it. I think Shai, I would have voted Shai as the MVP this year too. You would have gone Jokic?
If I had a vote, I would have debated between those.
All right, 505-246-0610. Got another half hour to go on a Monday morning. I want your thoughts on the Aaron Rye. Did you watch the PGA Championship? Shai getting the MVP. Cavs beating the Pistons. More hardware coming back for UNM. State baseball. I'm probably going to get a Fred call. Tell me all about John O'Raymer winning another state championship, and Anna Hastings with a state championship, and Cleveland on the track and field winning one, and Academy with their sweep, and Mayfield's first softball championship, and Volcano Vista's baseball championship, and Goddard's baseball championship. It's all on the table on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Hour.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I'm Jason Garcia, local Albuquerque native, Sandia High School grad, and UNM economics grad in 2004. I'm the CEO and founder of the Ascent Academy. We are a leadership academy based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. We work with young student athletes, sophomores, juniors, and seniors on your leadership capabilities and growth. Do you want to be a captain of your high school varsity team? Are you looking to get into college or even work in a trade or profession after high school, but you want to get into leadership? That's exactly what the Ascent Academy does. We work on student athletes to help you improve your leadership game.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico.
That each day his new head coach, John Harbaugh, has been preaching how he's expecting the Giants to be physical and violent in 2026 and beyond. Quote from the quarterback, that's the style he wants us to play at. He has the right guys here for it, and I just think that what he wants to do is what everybody on this team wants to be about. We're hungry to win, and I couldn't think of a better coach to play for. I was part of his. Be violent. I think that's, I
got the running back for it.
In Scatterbo?
Yeah.
I mean, it's violent. If they can keep him healthy, can he continue that style and stay healthy in the NFL?
I don't think there's any other style he can play.
I think that's right.
I think it's.
But can he?
Scadaboo is a
battering ram,
3-4 year guy.
That's all. And you think he just gets hurt?
Yeah.
He's a battering ram, and he's something else, man. And it fits in really well there. He's talking about his offense because they got Malik Neighbors and Scadaboo. He says, I think we're very versatile. I think it starts there. And then the other thing is, I just can't wait for all my boys to be back healthy. I'm excited for the pieces we brought in. They're going to help us a ton, and we're just going to be a physical, violent team. Okay? That's what Harbaugh's teams were always in Baltimore. That's how they were successful, don't you think? Think of the defenses in Baltimore. What were they? Physical and violent. Right? I think that's what you got to be. Finesse isn't going to win you in the NFL.
Got to be strong in the trenches, and even with the trade of Dexter Lawrence, they have very intriguing pass rushers. And Brian Burns, Arvell Reese, Yvonne Thibodeau, like you got the dude. Strong in the middle defensively. I like Jackson Dart. I think there's a solid ceiling there. The Neighbor stuff, fingers crossed a little bit after the cleanup. Make sure that he's able to go in there and be his legit number one. They brought over Isaiah Likely from Baltimore,
which is a good guy.
He can slide in and be number one tight end. Like the Giants, wild card team this year.
You think so? Okay. All right, 505-246-0610. That's about right. His like Terry gets Friday afternoons. Fred's almost starting to own this. We're gonna have to charge him for this segment now. I hit on Goddard, right? I hit on Mayfield. I hit on the two Academy teams, Gianna Raymer, Anna Hastings, Volcano Vista winning baseball. I mean, we hit Lobo baseball, Lobo track. I've given you Lobo golf. What have I missed, Fred?
That's funny. Hey, first of all, I want to give credit to the NFHS track and field program they put on. I don't know who was the announcer. Who was the announcer? Do you know, Jeff?
I do not.
That did?
No.
Well, whoever it was for ProView did a wonderful job. I couldn't go. It's the first state track meet I've ever missed. My boy was sick, and I didn't want to go without my boy. And so my boy called me up and said, Dad, for $14.99, I can put you and me, and we can watch the state track meet on our computers or on TV. So I did it. I just want to tell you, that's the way to go. I don't know. If I had to go to the bathroom, 5 feet away. If I had to go get the refrigerator to get a Coke, 10 feet away.
Ooh, really close.
But I just want to tell you, it was great.
Nice.
But I want to talk about the track meet, though. There's only one record in the second day, which is Saturday, that was a state record, and that was only a 5A state record. It was this Mayfield kid, Miles Odom. He did 16.7, which is pretty darn good. The guy that held the record, I don't know if you remember this name. I'm not even sure if you were here then. Mario Sestegna from Bloomfield. He's the head coach for Texas. Anyway, he has the records at 17 feet, but this guy did 16.7, so that's a 5A state record. And then I wanted to mention the high jump. The high jump, they did 6.9, Adrian Moore from Hobbs. I'm not going to announce all the winners. I'm just going to do state records. But he did 6.9.
Yes, I did.
The record, if you remember, is Hank Bassett's one of the guys. He did 7 feet. But this guy did 6.9. But then state records, gosh, there was all kinds of state records. The Morgan James girl from Cleveland, she's going to BYU.
Well, Erin Lee from Academy broke the long jump finally. She had it last year, and they called it wind aided. They said there was too much wind behind her back, and so she didn't get it last.
Well, Erin Lee won the 100.
Yeah, no, she's
state
unbelievable.
Record. She won the long jump state record. She won the 200.
She won
the triple jump.
Yeah.
She was the high point person, 30 and a half.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then some more names I just wanted to give you. Like Morgan James going to BYU, winning the 100 and the 300. That Amon Cooper from Albury High School, he set a state record, 21.23. How do you pronounce the kid? I don't know. NWAGBO.
Sure.
I don't know if you know who that is.
No.
That's the sprinter from Sandia. in the preliminaries, he ran a 10.47, and you know who he beat? These are names that everybody should know from way back, not that far back, but Bobby Newcomb and Jordan Bird owned the record for the 100 at 10.50. He did 10.47. Raymer, of course, you mentioned already. Here she is, her 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. She's now won the 3,200 and 1,600. And the thing that's amazing about the Raymer girl is, remember, she only ran to qualify one race because she had been hurt all season long. So that was kind of cool. And then I want to mention one thing. Kenny Henry, the coach for Cleveland High School. Gosh darn, this is amazing. He just won his 10th straight state championship. It's unbelievable what he's done at Cleveland. And then Rio Rancho girls, they won their 3rd straight. What else am I missing? Oh, and then we got to give Karen Vash's
she won 2 more.
2 more state champs.
2 more. Yeah, she won 2
men and the women.
Yeah.
And
no, something else.
I think that's about it. But I just want to talk about track. No,
all right. No, I appreciate you, Fred. That's good.
Oh, and then in the relay races, there was 5 state records broken in the relay race. There's a lot of state records, if you think about it, happened this year. So anyway, that's track and field, and I'll talk about the level baseball when it comes time.
All right. Thanks, Fred. See you. All right, so you weren't going to get. I guess there was plenty I missed. I mean, I just didn't think there was time in the show to give all the state records. But I guess there was.
Got it in,
and he watched it from the comfort of his living room. All right, we'll wrap when we get back. 505-246-0610 on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Hour.
This is a Westwood.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers.
5.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
All right, what do you got to know as you go through your Monday? What are people going to be talking about? PGA champion is Aaron Rai, R-A-I, not R-Y-E, not like put a little rye on it, baby boy. Little R-A-I, the Englishman, was spectacular on the back nine yesterday. 9 under par, 3 strokes ahead of the field. John Rahm and Alex Smalley finished second. Rai was the $3.6 million, I think I said. First major championship for him. Cavs beat the Pistons 125-94 last night in the Eastern Conference Game 7. That moves Cleveland into the Eastern Conference Final. They will start with the Knicks tomorrow in New York City. Tonight in Oklahoma City, you get the Thunder and the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals game number 1. Chupacabras go today. They'll start here in about 12 minutes in New Jersey. It's the IFL Cup. They play the Arizona Rattlers in that one. They'll be there for 2 games. They'll play another game on Sunday. Lobo Golf is underway right now at the Bryan, Texas Regional NCAA. They are currently tied for 11th in the first round. Even par, playing the 7th through 9th holes. Texas is at 11 under, North Carolina at 9 under. Remember, top 5 finish is what New Mexico needs to be to advance to the next round. Colorado Springs beat New Mexico United 4-0 in the the USL Cup over the weekend. United will be home for Tampa Bay on Wednesday, and the Isotopes got beat by Oklahoma City yesterday 20-8. They've lost 4 in a row now. We'll start a series in Vegas tomorrow. And UNM's women's track team won their second straight Mountain West Conference championship over the weekend. Oh, and Aaron Rodgers signed for $22 million for 1 year. I think most of the headlines are that. Chuck, good morning. Thanks for holding your on the sports animal. Hello, Chuck.
Hey, how you doing, Jeff?
Good. How you living?
I'm living, trying to live.
Good.
But I just wanted to correct you. You were saying Volcano Vista baseball. It was Pedro Vista baseball, not Volcano.
You're 100% right. Yeah, and if that's what I said, I apologize. Yeah, I have it written down here as Pedro Vista, and I apologize. Yes.
Oh, that's okay. That's all I wanted to say. Have a good day, and good listening to you.
Thanks, Chuck, and I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I've had a couple of those today. Huh? Yeah, Monday. Oh, lots going on. No, I apologize. Yeah, that you're 100% right. All right, tonight, Oklahoma City and the Spurs. Is there an advantage? Are you a rust or rest guy? Where's the advantage? The rest would be for Oklahoma City, but does rust set in? San Antonio has played more recently, been in the groove. I agree with you.
These teams are too good.
I agree with that.
Fall down either of those or rabbit holes.
Does 6.5 feel like too many tonight for Oklahoma City?
I got OKC in 7.
Okay. 6.5 points tonight.
And I think Spurs can cover that tonight.
Okay.
Close game 1.
Yeah, I like the Spurs to cover tonight as well. Holmgren against Wemby. So is Jalen Williams coming back?
Going to give it a go.
He is. I think that's a big piece for the Thunder, don't you?
Absolutely.
I mean, they're second or third, depending on where you slot Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, but you have, with him there, he takes some of that pressure off Chet Holmgren and kind of focus on how do you somehow, some way slow down Wemby, especially if he works inside a little bit more in this series. And with the way that Stephen Castle and Dylan Harper have been playing alongside De'Aaron Fox, all of a sudden, that's 4 scoring options coming at you. And you really do need Jalen Williams' offense in this series.
I think that's right. I mean, I think that he's a huge piece because it's just a piece of physicality too. All right, this came in this morning. A head coach move in the NBA. No, the Pistons didn't fire a coach after getting beat by 31 at home last night. The Pelicans are going to hire Jamal Mosley as their head coach. You're like, Jamal Mosley? Why do I know who that is? Well, he was the Magic head coach. Got a 5-year deal. He was there in Orlando for 5 seasons. Magic went to 3 consecutive playoffs. A lot of injuries there. And they fired Mosley the day after they lost Game 7, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, to the Pistons in the first round of the playoffs. Remember, they were up 3-1 that. And so he kind of moved to the top of the available coaching landscape. And the Pelicans have hired him. He finished, I think, runner-up for Coach of the Year, didn't he, last year? So they had conversations with Darvin Ham, the former Thunderbirds coach, Rajon Rondo, amongst other. James Borrego was in on this as well. He was the interim head coach in New Orleans. So Jamal Mosley's the new head coach and not James Borrego. I was wondering where they were going to go there with James on this, but they went the other way. Or went another way. How about that? Not the other way. But they went another way. Hey, I want to ask you this. I saw this. The injury for U.S. soccer, as far as Chris Richards, the injury. The World Cup starts in less than a month. One of your top defenders gets hurt. It was in a Crystal Palace game. How significant is that for Team USA in soccer?
He close to getting as player that's sharpied into the lineup.
So it's significant.
Starting defender, absolutely. For a team that's going to, like, it's been a mess. It's been messy. Trying to put this together, figure out what starting 11 is going to look like, how they're going to compete. Like, it's just, with U.S. soccer, it's just excuses. It's just from top to bottom. The development strategy's broken. Youth sports are broken, this or that. It's just excuses for this team. They want to be awesome because it's the United States, but you're just never going to compete at that level.
How is it fixable? Is it important enough to be fixable? And I say that because youth soccer has got to be
gigantic,
the biggest thing in this country, right? Youth wise,
like it excelling.
Okay,
but I think we can look at it and say people like soccer, people play soccer, but it's not gravitated to like the number one sport as it is in other places.
Is
That's
it
the reality?
Because spectator wise, it isn't top four. It's behind football, NFL, football, college, NBA, college basketball, baseball. I would argue probably hockey as well, right? I don't know what the numbers are for MLS as opposed to golf. I don't know. But is that why? Because like the public interest at the high level, the highest level in this country is MLS. I imagine in the MLS markets, it's a deal, right? Like you go, like I was in Colorado, when I was up in Denver, I mean, they cover MLS pretty well. I don't know what the numbers are nationally on their TV ratings, but the amount, but just by sheer numbers and the amount of kids who play soccer at the youth level, you would think by now we had something figured out on the international level where we're way more competitive. The women do. Is that because the women didn't start from so far behind? By the time women World Cup, women international competition came up to that level, the United States wasn't playing from behind?
I think there's something to that.
Okay, but all the Pelés and the Maradonas and all, they're all gone. But they keep finding new ones. I mean, maybe it's just not important enough in this country. All right, that'll be a lot of talk for World Cup time. Thanks to Todd Brown. He was with us today. He's a little baseball coach. They play Nevada on Thursday, first round of the Mountain West Conference Tournament. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is next. The Jim Rome Show will come after that. Kenny Thomas and Unfiltered is in at 4, and we're back with award-winning radio. We will start on, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. You good? Adrian produced on the TV side. It looks great. Appreciate you as always. He is JJ Buck. I'm merely Jeff Symbieta. Big day for you?
Huge day.
Enjoy it. Hey, be good to each other. Please be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We will smell you tomorrow.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.